How you doing today, folks? Today I'm going to be changing the oil in my wife's 2010 Honda CRV, and I figured I'd bring you guys along and you might enjoy just seeing the way I do it. If you're new to changing oil in a Honda, I recommend you do some research on using jack stands and jacking a car. You don't want to screw up on that part. The first thing we're going to do is going to run the engine for a few minutes, get the oil nice and warm and heat it up, and then we'll go ahead and jack the car off the ground. If you take a look just behind the front wheels, there's a spot to put your jack stands right here. Just take your time and make sure you got your jack stands lined up right so you don't do any damage to your car. So we're going to drain our oil right here. It says engine oil. I put a piece of cardboard on the ground and I've got this container here to catch the oil. And this is a 17mm metric socket. Which needs a bigger wrench. So we'll see if we can do this with making as small a mess as possible. Oop, and I totally missed. I totally missed. That's funny. I guess the rule of thumb is the bigger the container, the better, because you just never know where that oil's going to end up. I just made a huge mess of my driveway. So we'll let that drain for a while. I got these cool pliers for getting off old oil filters. So let's see if we can get that oil filter off. And the oil filter, I don't know if you can see it or not, it's right over here. So you drain your oil here and your oil filter is over here. I bet you this is going to make a big mess too. Yep, big mess. Okay, let's see if we can clean things up a little bit. Make sure the old gasket came off the old oil filter. Get any junk out of there. Snug that up. So what I did is I dipped my finger in the new oil and I just put some oil on the gasket here. And then we're going to go ahead and thread it on. And that'll help get us a nice tight seal. I got the gloves on because I usually end up spilling some on the filter. And then I can't get a good purchase on it. And then I just try to go hand tight. As tight as I can go by hand, so I don't over tighten. Alright, and that should do it under here. I like to clean off the filter good and any dripping oil. So if I go back and check it after I put the new oil in, I don't have to question whether it was leaking or not. It's just reassuring for me to see that there's no oil on the new filter when I take a peek later. The last time I changed the oil, I went to the dealer and they gave me a synthetic blend 0W20. So I guess that's what Honda recommends, and the cap says SAE 0W20. When I went to the auto parts store today, I just grabbed a full synthetic, so we're just going to go with that today. The capacity is supposed to be 4.4 quarts, and I'm not sure if that's with or without the filter, but last time I changed it, it took exactly 5 quarts. It was so nice to see that they designed the system so it goes exactly to 5 quarts. All right, that's about 4.5. Let's see how she's looking. It's about 1/8 of an inch below full. So guys, I'm sure you've seen someone add oil before, but I'm just gonna keep adding a little bit and checking and adding a little bit and checking until I get it to the full mark, which that is the full mark. Now before I call this job done, what I will do is I'll go ahead and run the car for a few minutes and then turn her off and check it in the morning just to make sure that the oil was through the whole engine before I assume I got the right level. The last thing we need to do is reset the maintenance minder on the dashboard, that little percentage. So we're going to go ahead and turn the key to turn the car on. If the oil life wasn't showing, we would just press this button until it was. Then we're going to push it and hold it for about 10 seconds. Wait till it starts blinking. And now cancel is flashing. We want to rotate this little button until oil life is flashing and then push the button again. And now once we have everything flashing, we're just going to push and hold this button for about 5 seconds, and that is going to reset the oil life indicator. And there we go. I ran the car a little bit and then I put in the rest of the oil, so there's 5 quarts in here, and I just want to show you how well these Honda engines and Honda products are engineered. So if we take our dipstick out, we're going to wipe it off. When you're putting the dipstick back in, you have to put it this way. If you put the dipstick this way, it's not going to go in. You got to make sure to put it like this and seat it all the way. Then we're going to pull it out and check this out. Hopefully this is going to show up. Can you see that? The oil is right on the dot for the high level mark. That is 5 quarts. Now I would never put 5 quarts in my car without going slowly till the end. But I just think that's awesome that somebody in engineering made 5 quarts be the exact right number. That's cool. Well folks, that's just about going to do it for today. You know, among married men there's a saying which goes something to the effect of, happy wife, happy life. And right now, I've got a happy life. I hope you enjoyed walking along with me as we changed the oil, and it seemed more like a comedy skit than changing the oil. We'll see how the final edit comes out. But thanks a lot for sticking through the video if you made it, and I hope you got what you needed if you didn't make it through the whole video. I'm going to create another series about how to change the air filter in a 2010 CRV. I got to do that today. And I'm also going to do one about how to change the cabin air filter as well. So what I'll do is I'll step over here a little bit and we'll put the video for the air filter here and changing the cabin air filter down here. So if you want to see either of those 2 videos, go ahead and take a click. Again folks, thanks for watching, and we'll see you real soon. Take it easy.